Hello, dear viewer. I am standing here at a small local park. It's a tiny park, but it's what we got, so we got to appreciate it. It is raining slash sleeting intermittently here. Sometimes the sleet bounces off my jacket. Right now, it is splat. This is at a pavilion at the end of a trail. There's no other trail that goes on from here. It just ends at this pavilion. And then we have houses around here, and then we have the no trespassing, no exit sign over there. I had to get out to exercise a little bit. Feel my muscles dying. I do not like that. Wet and drizzly day. I've decided to come out and hike anyways. English ivy. I got some Virginia pine, scrub pine, and the marcescent leaves of the beech. And then we have holly. I like the holly. Let's venture forth. Maybe if I come back here enough, there will actually be a trail. Trails are better when they're loops. If you just have a trail that leads to a pavilion, and then you have like two people sitting at the pavilion, you look at them as you approach, and they look at you. They look at you as if, why are you coming into our room? What are you doing? And then you keep looking at them as you approach, and they keep looking at you, and you have to decide whether to just like do the city thing and ignore them, or do the head nod, or say hello. It is not comfortable in my experience. I'm trying out a new selfie stick today. I tried buying some things from AliExpress. I figured that since Amazon is so unreliable these days, why not just go for the AliExpress version? So this was an under $5 selfie stick that is a significant improvement over the yard sale selfie stick that I had before. It's about to get very cold. It looks like it will stay under freezing for 3 days. That means that some places are gonna freeze over and it will be frozen enough to walk on. Oh my God, there's a guy over there. To go deeper into the woods in order to continue secret selfie recording. Now we have a little tripod thing on this selfie stick, so we can do still shots like this. As I walked here, I had to take off my gloves because it was getting too hot. Surprisingly easy to get too many layers and overheat when you start moving. one advantage of this unpopular weather is that there's less people outside. And you can talk into your selfie stick like an idiot without worry about being observed. You always have to look for the positive signs of things. So off trail at Hillendale Park, there's some kind of old tracks here. Should I keep my stumbles in? Is that of interest? Pretty much gonna be just me watching this. I don't think it's particularly funny, but I'll keep that in mind, that if it is funny, then I will leave it in. Oh, this looks like a path, wastewater thing there. Often the sewer openings, wastewater treatment, are through some trail park area because they tend to be by the streams and low. And of course, the wastewater works on gravity. What would be interesting for me to talk about? What do I want to say about myself? What I do? Besides getting distracted, looking at birds, well, I get by buying junk and selling it on the internet. I'm not so much of a hustler that I actually make hardly any money at it. Maybe it would be better to do an Ask Me Anything if I got somebody to ask me things. I'm almost up to 1 hour of viewing time on my YouTube channel, and I just got my 5th subscriber. This should be an official trail. It's much better than that lame-ass trail that goes to the pavilion over there. I wanted to get cold enough for it to be snowing, so it's not so wet. So we're gonna have some days of cold, and who knows, this might be the last 3 days of cold in a row, 3 days below freezing in a row, that we have for years. So I want to find some place that I can walk on some ice, or at least some muddy ground that is now going to be frozen and not squishy. I feel like I'm probably recording too much, because then I have to edit it. And how do I record so little that I'm able to post it immediately, but have it be interesting? You know, walking through the woods, it's things are not interesting all the time. You walk and then things pop up and you're like, oh, this is interesting. and then you walk for a while and there's nothing, and then something else is interesting. So if you just record and record, then it doesn't really work out as a viewing experience. What's better? To go to see where I'm going, or to see me talking about something or nothing? Probably talking about nothing. I could talk about what's going through my head, which is often just a litany of things that I should be doing. That's more of a to-do list than a video idea. I think when I talk about, say, the Carolina wren, the Carolina wren is the most common wren here. Mostly the wren is going to be a Carolina wren. So I think that I would just say wren and not spell it out. Same goes with the white-breasted nuthatch. I think it will just be the nuthatch. The default wren and the default nuthatch. Maybe this is not such a crappy park. Maybe it's salvageable.